is that we should not be using checkerboards for calibration anymore. We are better than that. As a computer vision community, we've come far enough that the methods we have should allow us to do calibration without those silly checkerboards. They are not practical. So why are we using checkerboards? Why are you, I know you're using checkerboards. Why are you using checkerboards? There is a vast literature on self-calibration, methods that require no target whatsoever. They claim they can calibrate your cameras with any scene, just move your camera around. Why are we not using that? Well, if you ask me, the problem is that if you have a generic scene, unconstrained, doing tracking, reconstruction, calibration simultaneously, it's a very tough problem. Even though the mathematics of how to do calibration with such a scene have been solved, I don't think we're quite there with the quality. However, calibration is not, you don't have to go to the two extremes. On one extreme is completely generic self-calibration. The other extreme, it's checkerboard-based calibration when you have the scene very constrained. I propose we go to a middle ground. We can do calibration with a generic scene, unknown texture, but planar. So if we constrain the scene to be planar, it's a small thing, but suddenly it becomes super practical. Everybody has a planar scene. A planar scene could be a book, could be any of those pictures on the wall. Any user with a mobile phone at home that has a calibrated camera, you don't need to print or find those silly checkerboards. You can just calibrate with a book. And why is this different? Why is that better? Well, one big thing about planar scenes is that they're very easy to track. There's no occlusions. If you think about feature tracking, the movement of all the features in the image can be described by a simple compact homography. Only 8 degrees of freedom, very simple. So from the point of view of calibration, what do we do? How does that help us? Well, the structure of a planar scene can be described by two basis vectors, A and B, for example. And the idea, the constraint behind calibration is that no matter where you look at the scene from, those two vectors should be orthogonal and they should be of the same length. And the way we impose the constraints is that if we define those basis vectors on the original image, you can choose whatever orthogonal vectors on the original image. Once you translate the image, those basis vectors are related by the homography that we estimated. So we're very good at estimating homographies. We can track features on a plane, very easy. Estimating the homography is very easy. And then we can use those homographies to apply constraints on the focal length, the principal point, the distortion coefficients, and we can calibrate from there. A brief look of the pipeline. Of course, it's no place to go into details, but the idea is you do feature matching, you estimate the homographies, and then you do a closed form estimation of your calibration, you refine that, and then you do a triangulation and a final bundle adjustment, adjusting all the parameters at the same time. A general pipeline, if you're interested in calibration, if you're bored and tired of annoying checkerboards, come talk to me. Thank you.